we all related? I know that half of you guys watching this video are related to your mums. Well, you are, aren't you? I was trying to make a joke that you guys all live in Norwich, but anyway, I'm joking. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're watching a video that is titled, Are We Related? And someone suggested this in my Google form, so I'm going to suggest some more videos down below. Before we go anywhere, make sure you don't go anywhere. Leave a like on the video, comment down below. Let's get this Randy channel back in the algorithm, man. We had a bit of a dip. Let's get back on top, man. Here we go.
This is you.
I think I'm worth a bit more than a green circle, mate. Put some respect on my name. Sorry, I'll shut up.
And these are your ancestors. A huge
Mom, Dad?
pyramid stretching into the past and bouncing right on your head. How many ancestors do you have? Well, you have 2 parents, 4 grandparents, and 8 great-grandparents. 4 generations back, your direct ancestors total 30. If we continue down this line, doubling every step, just 40 generations ago, we'd find 1 trillion ancestors all living at the same time.
Truly.
Which is ridiculous. That's not only more people than have ever been alive, it's more stars than are in the Milky Way.
Wait, this is a good video. Oh, this is gonna blow our minds, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on, let me sit back. Right, I'm sitting back for this one. Okay, come on. Focus, Randy, focus, focus. It's gonna get confusing. Let's go.
Since our species came on the scene 200,000 years ago, there have been maybe 7,000 or 8,000 generations of humans leading up to you. So where are all your missing ancestors?
Oh, gosh.
Clearly there's been some inbreeding.
Oh, no! Oh, no! Does that mean we're all, you know? Oh, no!
We're not talking banjo-playing King of Spain, Cersei Jamie inbreeding, but every family tree inevitably grows forks. Before Tinder, choices for mates were often limited to as far as you could walk. Even people like Charles Darwin and Albert Einstein married their first cousins.
What?
Because so many people with shared ancestors have reproduced, our number of actual ancestors is much smaller than what simple math tells us. If we replace that with fancy math, factoring in how people moved and lived and paired up, life expectancy, trade, geography, Genghis Khan, we find something interesting. Every human alive today shares a common ancestor in their family tree, and this person lived only around 3,000 years ago.
Wow.
Next time you get in a fight with a stranger on the internet, just remember that you share the same great-great-great-great-great
Oh my gosh.
great-great-grandfather or grandmother. But we don't know who that person was.
No.
The math tells us they must have existed.
I want to know who they are, goddammit. I want to know who connects me to you.
Though writing birthday cards for each of your 7.4 billion great-great-great-great-grandchildren would have been a nice gesture, but we all carry a record of our ancestors in our genes because DNA is copied over and over. Every so often a mistake.
Oh, I thought it meant genes, like
when
blue
you make
jeans.
a copy of a copy, it doesn't come out as sharp like that. But since most of our DNA can be changed without affecting how things work, many of these mutations slip through to the next generation. These genetic changes accumulate at a steady rate through time, so scientists can read them like a molecular clock.
Molecular cock, more like.
Changes individuals share tell us how closely or distantly related they are. Humans seem really different, but on a DNA level, we're remarkably similar. Groups of chimps in Central Africa living right next to each other show more genetic variation than we find in the entire human population.
Oh, wow.
Now, this genetic similarity tells us that our species is new in the big scheme of things, and that at one point our population was small, maybe as few as 10,000 of us. To put that in perspective, that's only a third of your average Bruce Springsteen.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry, boss. Today, any 2 humans only differ by about 1 out of 1,000 DNA base pairs. But our genome is so big, that's still millions of single letter differences, or SNPs, for single nucleotide polymorphism. We tend to see combinations of these changes, chunks of SNPs, associated with different geographic locations. Now, companies that test your DNA ancestry, they read thousands of these single letter changes in your genome to make a sort of signature of your unique
is that how they do it?
variation. Then they compare your signature to thousands of reference individuals from various parts of the world.
That's how they do it.
Fancy math to see which parts of your genome most likely came from certain geographic areas. My genetic results pretty much look like this. My ancestors on both sides of my family are from Northern Europe and Scandinavia, which explains my last name, why I'm tall, why I don't tan.
I want to find out my heritage. I want to find out what I am, man. Please.
If you're confused why I have Neanderthal DNA, you should watch our last video. I didn't find any surprises, but many people learn about ancestry they didn't know they had.
Ethan?
Where we come from isn't always obvious on the
1%
outside,
Nigerian.
but DNA doesn't lie. Before, using math, we identified an ancestor not too long ago that's related to all of us. But that person's genetic influence has been shuffled so much it's invisible in our DNA today.
Right.
Is there someone whose genes have been passed on?
Who is it? Churchill. Gandhi. Who are you, mate? Who are you, ancestor? I want to know.
From the mother of everyone alive? There is. You
Oh,
have
God.
a 47th chromosome.
Oh,
It
my
lives
God.
in mitochondria.
The powerhouse of the cell.
Okay, so we're doing that again. Mitochondria used to be free swimming. They have their own genetic material. Unlike your other 46 chromosomes, there's no shuffling when it's passed between generations. And what's more, all your mitochondria came from your mother's egg, not your father's sperm. They trace an unbroken line of ancestors, stretching back through every female in your family tree. By comparing the changes that have accumulated over millennia, we find the most ancient human mitochondrial DNA comes from Africa, where
Wow.
our species originated.
Yeah,
We can even
okay.
trace it back to one woman, about 150,000 years ago.
What?
Other Homo sapiens females lived alongside her, but
Ha, Homo
only
sapien.
her lineage lives on today. All other Homo sapiens lineages are extinct.
That is mad.
This is mitochondrial Eve. And
Hi,
every
Eve.
single one of us descend from her. In
That's-
the truest sense,
that's
we really
sick.
are family, even if we're just 100th cousins or something. But our ancestry isn't just branches stretching into the
That's
past.
so cool.
It's also a tree that extends into the future. Today we have more power to mold that future down to the genetic level than we've ever had before. So what might our species' future look like? Next time.
Oh, don't do
Stay
this to me.
curious.
Like I said, next time. Wait, does it exist? Oh, this channel's good, guys. Why is blue so rare in nature? Guys, can we watch this next time? Christopher and the future of... Here we go. It's a long video today. Who cares? Strap in. It's exciting. It's interesting. We're learning stuff about our heritage. If that's not important to you, then go and click off. Go and watch Big Bang Theory then if you want to. If that's better than this, learning about our future of the human evolution and the past of the human heritage, then go and do that. Go and watch Mrs. Brown's Boys. You make me sick. For the record, I love Big Bang. For the record, I like Big Bang. For the record, I like Big Bang. Oh my God, I can't say it. For the record, I like Big Bang Theory.
Change about yourself,
Oh yeah.
not just your hairstyle,
Yeah, I'd make myself not fat as fuck.
but down at the genetic level. For the first time in human history, the ability to build and select genetic traits is within reach. Problem is, no one's played this game before.
Oh gosh. It's okay to be smart. I know it is, man.
Mutation and selection. These two principles have molded basically all life on Earth, from pond scum to platypuses.
Pond scum?
Evolution's rulebook
you
says
trying to say?
changes to life's instructions happen more or less at random, and not because an organism needs something. While selecting which traits are good enough to be passed on is decided by, you know, the universe. But humans are rewriting these rules in incredible ways, putting us in charge of our evolution. For starters, we've massively changed our environment, so it's much harder to die. There's almost no
Yeah.
chance a predator or another human
True.
will kill you today. Science can repair our bodies or make us invincible
God bless
to enemies
science,
we
eh?
can't even see. And more people die today from having too much to eat than too little. For thousands of years, we've been deciding which plant and animal traits are useful, which are passed on, and which are not. Thanks to more and more selection under our control, human life expectancy has doubled in just a few generations.
31 to 35 years was the global average. Oh my goodness me, that's incredible.
But
That's
this simply
incredible.
lets us steer evolution. Once we discovered the molecule that guides these traits, we realized we could hit evolution's gas pedal. DNA's information is encoded in long chains of nucleotides, and natural mutations, good
Nuclear
or
what?
bad, happen very rarely and in random spots. In the mid-20th century, scientists realized they could speed up mutations using radiation or chemicals, but the effect
That's how we
was
got the
still up
Hulk,
to
right?
chance. And contrary to popular belief, never, ever leads to superpowers.
Oh,
Later,
what?
in the
This guy can read my
1970s,
mind, man.
Scientists exchanged
Man
entire
can read
chunks
my
of
mind.
DNA between species, creating microbes that manufacture insulin,
Ligers.
plants to viruses, even mice with human genes.
Oh.
They could control what was being edited, just not where in the genome this new DNA was inserted. What scientists needed was a tool so precise
A
it could make
Barrett 50
single
cal.
change in 3 billion DNA bases.
All right, maybe not
and
exactly.
cheap enough that anyone could use it. In 2012, they got it. CRISPR.
No way. Oh yeah, I've heard about CRISPR a lot.
But CRISPR has the power to literally reshape humanity, combining unnatural selection with non-random mutations. Evolution could be in our hands. CRISPR was invented by one of life's simplest organisms. Just like you and me, bacteria are constantly under attack by viruses. And we can afford to sacrifice a few cells to—
I'm on red alert. I said, went up in the dirt, man. I don't want to hurt, man. Yeah.
But a single-celled microbe doesn't have this luxury. If a microbe survives an infection, it saves some viral DNA in part of its genome, filled with clustered, regularly interspaced short palindromic repeats.
Or for short,
that's where CRISPR gets its name.
CRISPR.
It's a bacteria's immune system, a memory of past infections to protect it and its offspring in the future. Those viral mugshots are copied into pieces of RNA and loaded into a special protein called Cas9. If the virus infects again and CRISPR sees a match, the Cas9 protein cuts up the viral DNA like a ninja.
Wow.
Scientists realized that CRISPR could do this in any type of cell. And by reprogramming the target, CRISPR could cut any genetic sequence down to a single DNA needle in a 3 billion letter haystack. Suddenly, we have the power to edit genomes like a word processor. When cells repair cut DNA, they can glue the ends back together, often trimming a letter or two out and disrupting the genetic code. Or the cell can use another template to write in new DNA, letting us splice in new genes with surgical precision. Genes can be switched on or off. Infections like HIV cut out. Our own immune system can even be reprogrammed to hunt down cancer cells.
So good. Come on, let's get it. We need it.
Are caused by mutations in single genes, and each could be reversed with CRISPR. Even complex traits like height or heart disease caused by many genes interacting with the environment in ways we don't fully understand might be within reach. But to repair every cell in a body, human genetic modification has to be done at the earliest stages of embryonic development, and those changes will be passed on to future generations. It makes you wonder, if CRISPR is one day used in embryos to make people better, would we also use it to make better people?
That's the debate.
If parents wanted, say, a blue-eyed baby, could they order the necessary change in the OCA2 gene?
Excuse me, doctor, I would like my baby to be a blue eyes white dragon, please. Thank you very much. First edition, thank you.
If they wanted a more muscular baby, could they edit its myostatin gene? Curing diseases with CRISPR and making designer babies aren't technically that different, but they're miles apart ethically. Beyond curing diseases, CRISPR makes us ask tough questions. Who decides what is a better baby? What if only the rich can afford to edit genes? Should parents even be allowed to determine their baby's genetic future? Maybe they already do, thanks to birth control and techniques like in vitro fertilization. Welcome to a new evolutionary balance. On one side, most of nature, with natural selection and random mutation molding a whole planet's worth of diverse species. On the other side is us. A single species with tools that could match or maybe exceed.
Sorry, can I just say, this guy's green screen is amazing. He's got a really good one. Congrats, man. You're looking really good in this green screen right now.
Or of evolution as we know it. What's clear is the ability to control non-random mutation and unnatural selection in humans.
Unreal.
Control a piece of our evolution is no longer a question of if we can. It's a question of if we will.
True.
Stay curious.
All right, guys, there we go. Are we all related? Yes, we actually are all related. So hi, brother. Hi, cousin. How you doing? And yeah, the future of human evolution looks kind of crazy with this CRISPR nonsense, you know? Man, maybe we can make the new Messi, but is it ethically correct to make the new Messi? Or should we let nature just create the new Messi? Like my daughter, she's gonna be the female Messi. Watch this space. Project Mbappe. Anyway, guys, take care. See you guys tomorrow. Subscribe, leave a like, comment down below, and yeah. Toodle pop, toodle pip. Bye.